Into the Dark's newest episode was directed by the guy who brought us Patchwork and Tragedy Girls, which I know a lot of people love Tragedy Girls. So I was pretty excited for this one, and it stars Judy Greer, who I think is really fun actress, and I think she's a very pretty lady. So I always enjoy watching her in anything. And so when this one was coming out, yet again, I was like, all right, I'm going to go in cautiously optimistic because this show always presents very fine episodes, good at best. And this is something I talk about in every single review, how, oh my God, is this the fucking episode where I finally get to come to you guys and go, oh my God, I really found a good one this time, a really good one. Is this the time? Are we finally going to break the curse of the Into the Dark show from fucking Hulu? Yes! This is actually a really damn good episode. Fucking finally. The only real issues I have with this episode, and this is one of these issues, is something I have an issue with in every single one of these, and I think this is because it's on Hulu and they have some contract where they're not allowed to do this, and that is there's not a lot of graphic violence, not a lot of gore, and this episode could have definitely benefited from gore. Now, the second thing is that what this is about, I guess I should preface this by saying that this is about a woman played by Judy Greer who is aging. She says she's 39 in the movie, but the doctor kind of calls her out in a lie. She's 45 in real life, so we'll go with that. But damn, she's still looking fucking good as hell to me. Regardless, she's trying to get pregnant. She's trying to date. She can't pull it off, so her boss, played by Steve fucking Guttenberg of all people, suggests for her to get an emotional support dog. And she listens and she goes down and she buys this little like 20-pound dog and she brings him home, and this dog is actually evil and starts fucking murdering people. Man, I really enjoyed the hell out of this. I watched 2 horror comedies tonight, this and Two Heads Creek, and I really, really enjoyed both of them. I enjoyed Two Heads Creek probably a little bit more because that has a lot of graphic violence, and the jokes were landing a little bit more consistently for me. But this was still a really good episode. I mean, it's still, we're not in an episode where I'm like, yes, guys, we finally have a fantastic, amazing. We're not there yet, but man, was this a nice change of pace for this show. I can finally say this is a very damn good episode, at least for me. If you're into horror comedy, if you're into silliness like this, you know the kind of tone. If you've watched something like Patchwork, if you've watched something like Tragedy Girls, this very much has the director's stamp on it, no doubt about it. Really like Judy Greer's character. I really like pretty much all the characters in this. I like the setup. I like how Judy Greer responds to her dog. There's a few times in the movie where I was just completely surprised by some of her responses to the actions of her dog. You know, I was expecting it to go one way, does not go that way. There are some things that are definitely predictable throughout, but that doesn't really hurt the film for me. Overall, I just really enjoyed the entire experience. I really just, from beginning to end, the just the kind of comedic tone of the film really just lands throughout. It holds a really good comedic atmosphere. Like, it just feels playful, but it also goes into dark places. And yeah, Judy Greer just kills this role. She's just perfectly casted as this woman, and I absolutely adored her in this. So I'm sure other actresses could have pulled it off, but this was a perfect casting here, and it's great that we got her. It was interesting to see Steve Guttenberg, who I haven't seen in fucking forever. He plays a secondary role. He's not in a ton, and but he does have a couple fun lines, and I do like his involvement in it. No one else I think I remember. Oh, except for the chick from Total Recall, who I've seen in a few things lately, who plays her landlady. And then what? Ellen Wong, is that her name from from Scott Pilgrim versus the World and Glow? Knives Chow, she's in it. She's really fun. She plays like this younger Instagram girl who's friends with her, and just, Judy's going out on these dates, and it's a really fun movie, man. I just really enjoyed the shit out of it. It definitely reminds me of some films that I've seen in the past, but it has enough going for it, enough originality in it, that it was a fun experience, and something that I definitely recommend for fans of horror comedies. For somebody who's like looking forward to this film, that saw the trailer or saw the poster and saw the synopsis, and and saw the director and all that, I think you're gonna be happy with what you get here. This is definitely, for me, the best Into the Dark episode. Kind of I don't want to say by far. It's not like blowing. I'm just fucking with you, and those episodes out of the water, but it is a good amount better, in my opinion. So I am very curious to see what the general consensus will be on this episode. I really hope that most people can appreciate this for what it is. It's a really fucking fun horror comedy, and this is the first one for me. I think that's where this one succeeds, is that this is the first Into the Dark episode that legitimately feels like a film. Like, if this was released as just Good Boy, directed by the guy who did, the aforementioned films, I would be like, yeah, that was a really fun film. Like, it felt like a legit film. Like, the Into the Dark episodes, they feel like made for TV movies to me, some of them. Like, there's still good production value, but their quality is low enough where I'm just like, I don't know, this is just off. It doesn't feel like a feature film to me, exactly. This one absolutely does. And man, I was a big fan of this one, and I hope everyone likes it as much as I do. We shall see, so let me know. Adios. Before I head off to work, I was sitting up last night right before I fell asleep and thinking, oh shit, I never gave that second reason why this could be better. And that was because they needed to show the dog killing more. Because something happens with the dog. I don't know if I want to give that away as a spoiler, although the poster kind of gives it away. I don't know. But I would have liked to see the dog more. Let's just say that. And you'll know why when you watch it. And I would have liked that to maybe be a little better when it is, because it is kind of silly, where I was like, I don't know about that. Maybe I'd give it a second viewing and check that out again and see if I like it more than I did the first time, because I was a tad underwhelmed by it. Because it kind of was promising at first, and then you see it and you're like, it's an odd looking, okay, interesting. And the second thing I wanted to say really quick is, I think I said that the landlady in this was the chick from Total Recall, and I meant the Running Man. So those kinds of things bother me. And it's funny because whenever you commit something to film and then you upload it online, you can fucking, as soon as you press upload and it hits, and you're like, wait a minute. No, that's the chick from, or, oh no, that guy's not in that movie. And then you get blasted in the comments, just fucking, this person isn't in this movie, or this person, you're a fucking idiot. It's like, my God, I'm an idiot for one mistake and 20-30 minutes of rambling. Wow, I apologize. I haven't even done my hair for work yet, but anyways, I gotta get up, I gotta get to work. Just wanted to tack that on at the end here. Hate when I freaking lose my train of thought, but anyway, all right, adios.